Alright, how's it going, everybody? Today we're going to go ahead and plant some carrots. We are kind of running low on time, and with me having been sick the last couple weeks, my mom and I are going to go ahead and work on doing some carrots. So we're going to go ahead and explain what we're doing for some of you that don't know much about carrots, kind of help you out a little bit if you are deciding to plant some carrots, and enjoy the show.
This is the first time I've ever used anything like these, and these are carrots that are already on a seed tape. So this might be a little interesting. And you want the dirt about a ½ inch.
And it takes about 70 days for them to grow, so you can still plant them in June, but you're definitely pushing it if you start in July. Unless you manage to get an October harvest. So, and we'll talk more about that in another video about kind of the timing of some of this stuff. But for now, all these seeds are attached to...
There's supposed to be like 280 seeds in here. They're all attached to a tape
that you don't peel or anything. You just put in the ground and go.
And unfortunately, I've got to undo the whole thing first before I divvy out these little sections.
That is interesting. So if you don't like dealing with a lot of small seeds, which we're going to show you the small seeds, there's this method, and then there's the small seed method, which is just a bag of seeds, and you just got to try to carefully space them, kind of survival of the fittest, so to speak. So
all of this paper is going to deteriorate,
which is the only reason why we would use such a thing, is as long as it degrades and it's safe for the worms and everything, no big deal.
And there's no right or wrong as far as up or down. It doesn't really tell you.
Yeah, that's what I imagine.
You just want to make sure you're going down about a ½ inch into your dirt. Which I'd already pre-measured before I started.
It's always good to pre-measure. That way you kind of know the depth of your plants. Be sure to read the packaging. If it calls for a ½ inch and you do 1 inch, chances are the plants may not come up because it's too deep. And upon release of this seed, once it's ready to activate and germinate, it has so much energy in that seed to produce the plant and push through the ground. So every seed is different on how much energy they actually possess once they germinate. So it's really important that you follow kind of the depth measurements of these just to be safe.
These are really great if you have kids that you want to help you in the garden and you don't want to mess with the small seeds. And these are going to be multicolored. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah, it's a different variety of species that I've never seen before, so it's interesting. I'm so used to just planting Nantine carrots, so it's definitely going to be an interesting experiment for me too. Kind of seeing how that goes.
These seeds were a little more expensive, but I always say I'm worth it. And it was something different, so I couldn't wait to try it. This dirt mixture is a topsoil and a sphagnum peat moss has been soaked, and then the whole bed was watered down very good, so it's been pre-soaked. And of course, I probably, after I get everything planted, I will water it again. Just to soak the paper. It's thin, it kind of reminds me of a roll of toilet paper. Where I left off, see if I measured about right. You can plant radishes and onions along with carrots. They all make great companion plants. The onions actually will help your carrots. They will keep other varmint pesty bugs away. And it's really good to do a lot of companion planting when you're doing your garden, if you can kind of figure out what you want to go where. And every once in a while, unfortunately, you do get a bad batch of seeds and find after a week or two nothing's coming up, something's going on, and you have to start over. And I have to be very careful. Behind me is a raspberry plant, so I'm trying to make sure I'm not going to get thorned.
Alright, so on this side,
I have 2 rows here, so you'll have to break it about here to go under. as they start to grow, we'll be doing video so you can see the progress. He's got the last strip, so we have a packet here of seeds that I'm going to have him do the rest. And they are very tiny.
Yep, just keep in mind that these things are extremely tiny. You're looking at something this small, so it's easy to get scattered. There's over 200 seeds in here easily. So what you have to do is try to get your best distance between them. If that fails, well, you'll probably have to thin out the bad ones, keep the good ones, as there is over 200 seeds in just one packet.
And of course we may end up having to put a little fence up around this to keep Mr. Bunny out.
And you can always transplant too, so if these do good. Although I wouldn't transplant them too long, because these root-bound type of plants like onions, radishes, where the main plant that we harvest is in the ground, do not like being moved. So we have to be really careful on that. And then with these, we'll find another spot to put the rest of these. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. And thanks for watching.
Hi, Dragon Media.
She beat me to it.